So I just made a short video on a return that I'm doing, and I thought I would elaborate a little bit more and go back to yesterday on a cancellation. Yesterday was Monday, which is payday. It's the last day of our pay period anyway. And I had 3 gigs that would have paid about $150. 2 of them went to the same place, about 40 minutes one direction. And then, for some reason, they gave me all 3 of them. I understand 2 of them, they were to the same location. The other one was the opposite direction. And it was about $80 or $100. So, on the 3 gigs, I would have made about $150, and I had to drive for about 5 hours. So, it was a lot of driving, but I don't mind. Well, I got down to Home Depot. They didn't have them pulled. They weren't ready. So I said, well, will you guys get them ready? Normally I just wait around 15 minutes and then cancel it. I thought, well, I need gas, so I'm going to go get gas. And then I stopped at Wendy's, grabbed a hamburger, went back to Home Depot, had a couple bites of my hamburger, went inside. They weren't ready yet. Went outside, finished eating my hamburger, went back inside, still not ready. Waited a few minutes. They called the guy that was supposed to be doing the picks, and I heard him saying, you need to get those done because the guy's up here waiting. So evidently he was doing something else besides what he was supposed to be doing for me. I told him, I was like, I'm running out of patience. You guys need to get something done or I'm going to cancel them. After a couple of minutes, I just decided enough's enough. So I canceled all 3 of the gigs. Now, depending on the size of the gig, you get paid different amounts. You can get paid $4, $6, $8. It's not very much. It's kind of frustrating because you're expecting to make $150 and instead you get whatever. I've driven quite a ways and find out it's a duplicate order and only get like $8. So it doesn't make you very happy. So I checked later after I canceled the gigs and I got paid $4, $6, and $8 because there was 3 separate gigs. So I got paid $18. So I figured, for my 1 hour waiting around for them, I got paid $18. So this morning I wake up, and as soon as my alarm went off, I looked at the Roadie app, which is about 5:20, and there were 4 trips. And 3 of them were the ones I was supposed to get yesterday. Well, I decided I didn't want the one for $80 because it was 3 hours of driving. So I put in for the other 2, which was about $50, about 45-minute drive. And I got it. I got both of them. And it's to the same person. So I went and picked them up. And there's like 2 pieces of fencing that are like 3 or 4 foot tall and some extension cords. Pretty small trip. If I had a car instead of a truck, I would have taken it because of the gas mileage. Anyway, I get up there and it's a hotel. But it's like a resort and they don't open till 8 o'clock. There's no place to leave the stuff. I tried calling. They just said, well, there's nobody in the office. They won't be there till 8. Well, I'm not just going to leave their stuff by the door and hope nobody steals it. So, contacted Roadie support. You don't get to talk to anybody. You just have to send them what's going on. I said, no safe place to leave the items. So, since there's 2 different gigs, I had to do it 2 different times. The first one, they made me wait like a minute. And then I'm getting ready to leave, and I say, oh yeah, it's 2 gigs. I got to do it for the other one. So I did that, and it made me wait 4 minutes. Of course, they asked for the reason. Blah, blah, blah. I did it again. Waited 4 minutes. Created the return. I haven't looked at it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be... They always pay you the same for the return as they did for the delivery. So returns are better than cancellations because you double your money. If for some reason it gets canceled, you don't get paid much. So now, for my 2 hours of time, a little bit more than that probably, because I started about 5:40. It's now 7:24. Time I get back, I'll have a little over 2 hours into this gig, but it's going to pay me $100 instead of $50. Now, where I delivered to was halfway to another Home Depot that sometimes has some pretty good gigs nobody takes for a while. But since I'm in the middle of a gig, I can't even see if there's anything available up there and try to get it. So I've got to finish this gig and then look for another one. Anyway, just thought I'd add that for another post. What's your experience if you're a roadie driver with cancellations? Not cancellations, sorry, returns. I don't mind returns because sometimes I drive something for $50. It's right in town. It's a business. They're closed. I get another $50. So in less than an hour, I make $100. So I don't mind returns. It's the cancellations I can't stand. Thanks for watching.